Hey, I am coming live from Detroit, Michigan. And while the weather here is a little bit colder, the DC market is hot. And so one of the questions I'm working with this week is, how does an escalation clause work in multiple offer situations? Let's roll. Hi, welcome back to another Coffee with Coleman, where we love to discuss Washington, DC, business, real estate, all that good stuff. As a realtor with the Jason Martin Group here in DC, one of the things that comes up a lot is multiple offer situations. It is a competitive market, and so knowing how to navigate that is crucial in being able to land your dream home. So one of the things that we use when we're in a multiple offer situation is an escalation clause. And what an escalation clause says is you will beat any other offer by a certain amount up to a cap. So let's say you're putting in an offer for a place that starts at $500,000 and you say you're willing to beat any other offer by $3,000 up to $525,000. So if another offer comes in and they offer $510,000, you would automatically go to $513,000. The nice thing about the escalation clause is it means you don't necessarily have to go to your max right off the bat. While I do see most of them go to that point, there are many instances of where someone was willing to go $50,000 above, but only needed to go $12,000, and they ended up winning the offer and had the place for less than they were ready to bid. So the two things to consider with your escalation clause is, one, the increments. The increment will matter in what your specific situation is. If you're an all-cash offer and you're going to close fast and you have no other terms in the offer that really impact the seller, well, the separation between you and the other offer might not matter quite as much, as opposed to an offer that has a certain contingency in there that would maybe make it where they need to separate the distance between themselves and the lower priced offer a little bit more to give them further consideration. An instance of this is if someone had a finance contingency and someone didn't. A seller might be willing to take a $5,000 risk of dealing with someone with a finance contingency if it meant that they get a little bit more money in their pocket. In terms of the cap, it's going to be about understanding the neighborhood, the comparables, and what's happening in the market overall. A lot of times when you're going to get into the multiple offer situations, you're going to go above market value, and so you're going to have to be ready for it. One of the games you might have to play is called Would It Piss Me Off If? And in short, what happens is you take your price and you say, would it piss me off if someone beat me by $2,000 at this price point? And if the answer is yes, and you felt like you would have gone higher in that situation, then I recommend you go ahead and adjust your offer accordingly. And you play that game a few times until you reach a point where you're truly understanding that if you lost at that price, you would not second guess yourself. So the escalation clause, a key tool to use in a multiple offer situation, but there's other things to consider. So if you have questions or you're about to enter a market like DC and you want to know how to make yourself the most competitive, reach out to me. I'd happy to answer any questions you have on another Coffee with Coleman. Peace.